Hello and welcome everybody to 1993. In 1993, Bill Clinton took office as President of the United States of America. Bernard Langer used Wilson clubs to win the 1993 Masters. Wilson, it was very dominant. However, what about this? Wilson Staff Ultra 45. Let's get this on the review table and have a closer look. Pretty easy to recognize here. Ultra 45, top line, toe. There's a cavity here, and there's the Wilson logo stamped in here with staff next to it. Pretty easy to recognize. Kind of a linear design, little bevel right here. Just a line, cavity right through there. On the sole, if we have a look here, it does say the iron number and Wilson. Not sure if that's going to be in focus, but it is clearly there. As we spin around to the toe profile, it looks like an offset stainless steel cavity back iron. That's what it looks like. You can see the grooves, pretty straightforward grooves. A little difference between the finish on the toe and heel and the groove site. And it's not pinned, stainless steel, glued, hosel, kind of what you expect. 2 gold ring ferrule right here. As we move up the stepped shaft, we get to the sticker that I put on here, 1993, and we get some serialization here, fire stick, 3.5, steel, regular flex, all this stuff that they're putting on there. Lambkin. Now, the problem with when you buy a club, and it says new grip on it, this grip is not even close to being aligned, and it's, not even close. So take it for what it's worth, but it feels okay. I'll be able to hit this just fine. Wilson, and that's how you identify the Wilson Ultra 45. Not sure if this is even worth cleaning and polishing, but you could if you want to. Let's take this beauty with this lovely new grip out to the range and see how it feels. Wilson Staff Ultra 45. It's a cool name, Ultra 45. People ask, what happened to Wilson? I think I'm holding the death of Wilson in my hands right now. It's just, in the 90s, TaylorMade is coming out really aggressively with technology, visible technology, orange, bronzish, copper paint on their irons. And, they're really marketing like crazy. And there are so many stainless steel cavity backs trying to compete with the Ping i2. So Ping i2 established dominance. TaylorMade is marketing like crazy to capture dominance. And Wilson is coming out with these irons which just get lost in the mix of another big cavity back offset stainless steel iron. I mean, there's offset here. It looks like a big head. It looks forgiving. It looks like a Ping i2. I mean, that's what it looks like. New grip, no complaints there. The fire stick. I mean, as far as shafts go, is that so much better than True Temper? Don't know. Let's hit it and find out. All right, let's look for a little spot here where we can do some damage. Lovely. It felt like a big stainless steel iron. That's what it felt like. Shocker. No, you're kidding. Yeah, dead serious. You can see my strike right here. Maybe a little high on the face. Simulator data incoming. Okay, so let's just hit another normal one here. And there's the usual draw. That one felt really good, really solid. Looks around 150. Again, stay tuned for the end. You'll see some dater. I love adding R's to words. I was watching Jay Leno. I think he calls the Tesla the Tesla. I love that. It just cracks me up. All right. Slightly weaker grip. Out to in thoughts. Try to do a little fade here.
That was maybe more of a push. It went really high though. Obviously didn't carry 150. Let's hit one more here for you. That one was really spinny, slightly pulley, lovely. I feel like this is just another stainless steel. What happened to Wilson? This happened to Wilson. Let me know your thoughts, memories in the comments below.
So in that video, I talk about how this is kind of the downfall of Wilson. For those of you not familiar with the story, I better explain what I'm talking about. In the 90s, obviously, Wilson was very strong. Okay, so Payne Stewart coming along and winning with Wilson. Majors with Wilson. And then Bernard Langer. And then Vijay Singh. It was very dominant, but they were making some really high quality blades in addition to the stamped out stainless steel stuff. And to me, this is my opinion, it feels like 1999, 2000 to like 2008, they just were trying to compete with Northwestern, just making like a lot of this stuff. They leaned more into this than into their premium stuff. And I think that's where they went wrong, in my opinion. But this, as an iron, is very competent. And so it's kind of hard because you look at their staff blades and you're like, they're so sexy and they're so beautiful. And you look at this and you're like, Buzz, your girlfriend, woof. I don't see, I deliberately left it dirty. It's going to bother some people, just kind of to make a point. They don't age very well. So yeah, to me, this is what I don't want to see when I look back in history. As far as a golf club, it's a great golf club. Titleist is guilty of this too. They make great stainless steel golf clubs in the 90s. But looking back historically, does it interest me as a historical relic or item? No, it doesn't. So for me, this is kind of what I don't like about not just Wilson, but all the manufacturers. I don't like the cookie cutter stamped out, let's compete with Ping I2 stainless steel irons. We want some pizzazz. We want some spice. You know what I mean? This doesn't have that for me personally. However, like I said, I'll say it again and let me know in the comments below. It's a really good iron. As usual, huge shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for your support. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate your support. Also, if you want to support this channel in a different way, you can visit my Amazon shop. I'll put a link in the description below. I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. Thank you everybody for watching. I am The Vintage Golfer.